at home. In this video, we are going to be doing today's math lesson with you. Today's lesson is 9-8. It begins on page 363, and it is titled True and False Equations. Before we dive into the content and talk about what we are learning today, let's talk about what true and false equations means. First of all, before we look at the words true and false, let's look at this word equation. Remember, an equation is any time we have numbers set up on either side of an equal sign. So if it has an equal sign and both sides balance, that's an equation. For example, 1 plus 2 equals 3. That is an equation because it is a number sentence that has an equal sign. So we call it an equation. We also have subtraction equations. We could have 3 minus 2 equals 1. It is a number sentence that has an equal sign in it, so it is an equation. Now let's talk about the words true and false. What does it mean if something is true? Noah? It's the right answer. It's correct. So both of these number equations, 1 plus 2 equals 3 and 3 minus 2 equals 1, these are both true equations because they are correct. It is the right answer. So now, if true means the correct answer to an equation, Beckett, what do you think a false equation would be?
The wrong answer.
So an equation that has the wrong answer. So for example, if I said 1 plus 2 equals 5, that is not correct. They are not equal. So this is a false equation, okay? So now that we've been practicing adding and subtracting, we are going to work on looking at number sentences that have the equal sign, so looking at equations, and we're going to decide, is this the correct answer? Is it true? Or is it the incorrect answer, Jacob? Is it false? So if we look now on the top of page 363, it says, are the equations below true or false? So they're asking us, are these answers correct or incorrect? So an equation is true when both sides of the equal sign are the same, and it is false when they are not. So let's take a look at 14 minus 4 equals 10, and let's decide if that is true or false. Okay, so on this page, what they did was they drew out 14 circles. So they had a 10 plus 4 ones, and then they took away 4, and that left them with 10. So does 10 equal 10? Yes. So is 14 minus 4 equals 10 true? Yes. Now, on this one, they have 11 plus 6 equals 16. So 11 plus 6 equals 16. So to solve this, they drew out 10 plus 1 more, 11 orange, and then they drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green. So now we're going to count them up all together and see if it equals 16. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So if 11 plus 6 equals 17, does 17 equal 16? No. So is that a true equation? No, that is a false equation. So now we are going to look at the practice area. It says circle the equations that are true and cross out the equations that are false. It says we can use our 10 frames and counters to help. You know that I always tell you, you can draw a 10 frame right there on your paper if that helps you. To draw a 10 frame, it's just a rectangle like this. And then you cut it in half, so you have 2 rectangles stacked on top of each other. And then 4 lines down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you should try your best to keep them about the same size. If they're not identical, that's okay, as long as you know you've got your 10 boxes. Okay, so we're going to use that 10 frame. And we're going to look at these. Now, this first one they did for us, so you can just trace that line, and we're not even going to work on that one. We're going to go right to number 2. And it says for number 2, 12 plus 7 equals 9. Okay? So let's look at, if this is my 10 frame, I'm going to draw it here on my whiteboard for you. If this is my 10 frame, here, split it in half. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 12 plus 7. Okay? So I'm going to start by drawing 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's my first number, 12. Okay? And then I'm going to add 7 because my next number is 7. What happened to my... What happened to my markers? My markers disappeared. Here they are. Okay. So now I'm going to draw 7 more because it's 12 plus 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I have 12 blue and 7 pink. Okay. Now let's count them all together and find out if we've made it to 19. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And problem number 2 says 12 plus 7 equals 19. Is that true? We just discovered that, yes, that is true. So for number 2, you can circle that equation. It is true. Okay? The next one here says 16 equals 10 take away 6. So let's start with our 10. Okay? Here's my 10 frame. Start with our 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now fill it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have 10 in my 10 frame. And now I'm going to take away 6. So count with me. 1, 2, 3. I can't hear you. 4, 5, 6. Now, I had 10 and I took away 6. So 10 take away 6 equals how many, Beckett? 4. Now, this told me that 10 minus 6 equals 16. So let's think, Beckett. Does 4 equal 16? No, 4 does not equal 16. So that equation is false. That is not correct. Go ahead and cross it off. And make sure you're paying attention to your signs. Because if you had added 10 and 6, you would have said, oh, 16 equals 16. We can't add 10 and 6 here because we had a subtraction sign. So make sure you pay attention to your symbols. Are they asking you to add or are they asking you to subtract? Because that makes a difference in math, okay? All right, so let's take a look at number 4. We have 15 take away 9 equals 6, okay? Now, I want you to start by drawing your 10 frame, and you can either do it right down here underneath the problem, okay? And I'm going to do mine here on the whiteboard. What's up, Brooklyn? Oh, that's smart. Brooklyn has a scrap sheet of paper next to her that she's writing on. It's always a good idea. in math to have a scrap sheet of paper whenever you're taking a math test or working in your math book. If you just have an extra piece of paper next to you to work on, it's a great idea. But you have room in your math book to write down at the bottom if you want to draw your 10 frames, okay? They left you some space. So the equation that they gave us says 15 minus 9 equals 6. Honey, I'm on 363. Now, we need to decide if that is true. 15 take away 6, does it equal, 15 take away 9, does it equal 6? So let's start by drawing 15, and then we'll take away 9 and see what we have left. So for 15, I'm going to fill up my 10 frame. I know when a 10 frame is full, it's 10. So there's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have 15 circles on my board. Now I'm going to take away 9. Okay, so count with me nice and loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, Isaac, I took away 9. How many circles do I have left? 6. So does 6 equal 6? Yes, so 15 take away 9 equals 6. That one is correct. You can circle 15 take away 9 equals 6. That is a true equation. Okay, our next one here, we have 8 equals 6 plus 3. So this 6 plus 3 has to equal 8 in order for these to balance. So right now, you can draw right down on your paper if you want. Doesn't have to be on a separate sheet, but it can be. So I'm going to draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to draw 3 more because it's 6 plus 3. 1, 2, 3. Now let's count how many we have all together. Are we ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6 plus 3 is 9. Does 8 equal 9, Noah? Does 8 equal 9? No. So cross that one off. Go ahead and go get a drink. That is a false equation. Oh, I thought it was your mouth from where you lost your tooth. You need a bandage? Come get one. All right. Let's look at 13 minus 6 equals 7. So I'm going to set up my 10 frame. And again, you can be doing this if you have a whiteboard at home. You can do it on a whiteboard. If you're here in the classroom and you want to do it on either right here on your paper, or you can do it on a scrap sheet like Brooklyn said she was doing. Either way works. And I'm going to draw 13 circles. Okay, so Johnny, count with me to 13, nice and loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 13 dots, Johnny. Now they're telling us 13 take away 6 should equal 7. Let's take away 6 and see what we get, okay? Everyone count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now those ones are gone. Sage, how many do I have left? So 13 take away 6 is 7. Does 7 equal 7? Yeah, so that is a true equation. You can circle that one. It is true. Okay? Nice job. Now what I'd like you to do, if you turn the page here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 problems here from 7 to 12. I'm going to give you some time to work through those equations on your own. Do it the same way we just did. You can draw a 10 frame on your page. You can draw a 10 frame on the side of your book, on a scrap sheet of paper. Figure out if it's a true equation, circle it. If it's a false equation, put an X through it. And then in a few moments, once we're all done working through those problems, I'll go over the answers with you. Now, friends at home, you can go ahead and pause the video right now, work through these 6 problems, and when you're all done working through them, if you unpause the video, I'll go over the answers with you. Okay? So right now, go ahead and hit pause, and we'll be back soon to go over the answers with you. All right, so if you would like to compare your answers to mine now, the first one said 10 take away 2 equals 5. When we drew out 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and took away 2, we had a lot more than 5. So we said that one is not true. That is false. For 9 plus 4 equals 13. If I start with 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I add in 4 more, I'd get 10, 11, 12, 13. So that one was true. You should have circled it. For number 9, it was 13 minus 2. So here's 13. If I take away 1, 2, how many do I have left? Well, I have my 10 plus 1 more, which makes 11. So that one was true. 15 plus 3, this one you could just count up. 15, 16, 17, 18. So you know that one's true. This one was 14, take away 2 equals 8. Well, I know that 4 take away 2 is 2, so 14 take away 2 is 12, not 8. So that one was not true. And then the last one was 16 take away 6 equals 10. Well, I know that 16 is a 10 and 6 ones. So if I take away 6 ones, I'm just going to be left with my 10. So that one was true. Okay? Let's look now at the problem solving. It says Lisa has 16 flowers. Go ahead and circle 16. It says she has 7 pink and the rest are yellow. So how many are yellow? So she has 16. We're going to take away the 7 that are pink, and that will tell us how many are yellow. So let's draw 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's make 7 of them pink. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The rest are yellow. So how many are yellow? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 16 take away 7 equals 9. We're going to skip the right about it. Go ahead and go to the next page. I want you to work through right now for more practice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? Remember, if it's true, circle it. If it's false, cross it out. And then we're going to stop there today. We're not going to go on to 366 today, okay? So work hard on that, boys and girls, and I will see you again later. Bye.